Today we're looking at replacing HID headlights on a 2014 GMC Acadia. It's an SLT. Tools you'll need. Obviously you're going to have your replacement light. You're going to need a T20. Some videos say it's a 25, others I've seen say 15. It's definitely a 20. And a flat blade screwdriver. That's all the tools that I needed. Up in here, I've already removed the wheel housing. These little guys right here, that's where the torque screws were. There's a little button tab, retentions elsewhere in here. You just use your flat blade, pry that out. That's a little bolt, pulls this grommet out. Helps this housing come down out of your way. I used a jack to lift it up a little bit higher. It gave me just a little more room to work where I could pull this down out of my way and put my work light up in there. Up in here, I've already replaced it, but I'm going to show you everything there is that you've got to do. When you get that little cap taken off of the back of the housing, all you have to do is that little black wing right there, or this little black wing down here, that is a wing nut. And either push this down, put that one up. If you can reach both of them at the same time, do it. Just be very careful as not to bend any of these little copper prongs that are all around this housing. I think I bent one of them up there, but it's still holding on, so I'm going to leave it. So you flip that wing nut down, you pull this straight out, you're going to feel it come off those prongs that are retaining it in there. Pull it straight back very carefully, because otherwise you're going to do what I did. You're going to break it. And if you break it, my solution at first was a shop vac. Stuck the nozzle up against there. I didn't get much glass out of it. So I ended up trying a few other ways. What ended up working for me was a little piece of bent wire and a pipe cleaner. Wrapped the duct tape around it with the sticky side out and stuck it in there and just dabbed up the little pieces. And then I took my air compressor and just shot some air in there, blew the rest out. Now, when you're putting your replacement light in, again, just be very careful. Don't touch the glass. I've got my little rubber gloves here, so don't touch the glass, otherwise you'll kill the life on that bulb. But be very careful not to bend those prongs. You'll feel a pretty distinct snap when it pops back into place. Twist that wing nut back tight and you'll have decent lock on this thing. You can pull on it a little bit and see that it's not going to move. Now this connector here was kind of a pain in the butt to get off, but after I got it pulled out of here, just got my flat blade screwdriver. As I pushed this little tab here that releases it, I got my flat blade on the other side and just twisted it a little bit, and that connection popped right off. Installed really easy. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to do this and couldn't find anything online that didn't have that little spring clip on the back. So hopefully this helps anybody that has this same style of headlight. And I'll post a link in the description for the replacement bulb that I got. Here's the information on it. It's a Philips D3S 4300 Kelvin, and there's part number. I got it off Amazon. This thing was like $40 as opposed to paying triple and more at local auto parts stores. I'll go ahead and turn this thing on and we'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. I've spent a lot of time trying to get this light right because it's a pain in the butt to figure out, but once you figure it out, it's not so bad. Looks like it is working. I've got light again. Looks pretty equal to the other side. Hopefully I don't have to replace the other side anytime soon, but if I do, at least now I know how to get that thing popped out of there. If you guys have any questions, you can put them in the comments. I'll try to answer the best I can. But again, just hopefully this helps anybody that's dealing with this style. I even called GM, and GM wasn't any help because they told me I was supposed to have that spring retainer across the back, and when I told them mine doesn't, all they had to say was it should have it. So again, that little wing nut there, just unscrew it and pop it out of there, and you're good to go. Thanks.